girl, how you gonna stand out if everyone start looking exactly like you? Start talking like you, start walking exactly like you do. Welcome, I'm your host, and you're listening to Elevate with Noe, your new favorite and go-to podcast. It's about time you tuned in. Come on this journey with me, and let's get it. Hi ladies, welcome back to another episode. If you're new, please follow the podcast on Spotify and Apple. If it's not your first time listening to the episode, I'm so happy that you're tuning in, girl. Seriously, it means the world. And your girl has been consistent. It's been hard, but we gotta keep going, okay? We're not stopping. We're gonna keep going till we reach the goals. So yeah, in today's episode, what are we gonna talk about today? Have you guessed it? If you have watched my previous episode on privacy, it's going to be a subject that's a bit similar to it, but with a different turn. So today is going to be sharing versus gatekeeping. So I really wanted to dive into that topic today because I've seen so many clips about, don't gatekeep things. Over here, we do not gatekeep. Sharing is caring. Is it really? That's what we're gonna discuss today. Is it really? When we're sharing everything, is it really for the greater good? So let's dive into it. I have my opinion about this. I think there's nothing wrong with one or the other. I think it's great to share knowledge when it's for educational purposes, if it's for financial literacy, learning how to invest your money, save your money, how to make more money online, how to start a business, how to start your own YouTube channel, how to get a job, or whatever that might look for you. Anything that has to do with financial literacy, career advice, things like that, relationship advice. Don't hold back. You have no idea who is the other person on the other side of the camera, or who is the other person that you might help with the knowledge that you have. So if it's for educational purposes, financial literacy, or things of that nature, don't hold back. It can help a sister out, seriously. However, the thing about gatekeeping, is it really bad? Because it seems like when it comes to style, when it comes to fashion, art, everyone start looking the same. Everyone start talking the same, walking the same, smelling the same. Everyone start looking exactly the same when you overshare everything that has to do with your signature style. So I think that's not a bad thing if you want to keep certain things to yourself. For example, if for example, I'm getting so many compliments about my hair, how I grew my hair this long, etc., I will share tips with women on how to grow your hair. But if it has to do with a specific signature style that is very personal to me, why would I want to share it with the world? Because when you do that, everyone starts looking the same. And it's very not original. There's beauty in finding out what you love. There's beauty in errors and trials. And also, when you tend to overshare every single little thing, let's say, for example, it's my signature hairstyle. Now I'm showing how to do it. Everyone start doing it. It's killing a bit your curiosity to try new things. Trying a new hairstyle, trying a new color, trying to put accessories into your hair. What type of accessory colors you want to put in your hair. If you're gonna put them up, put them down. It kills the curiosity and it kills the thrill of you trying out different things for yourself. And when it comes to signature, it's very personal. So I don't think there's any benefit in the long term, whether it's for the person sharing that or for the person receiving that, because basically you're just gonna look exactly like the OG. And I don't know about you, girl, but there's beauty and mystery about creating something that is made and done by you, that makes your own signature, whether it's your signature style when it comes to your clothing. When we talk about fashion, yes, watch your favorite content creator to get inspo, right? Inspiration about different outfits, but don't hesitate to add your own little touch to it. Because if you do everything by the book, you just copy paste, you start looking like the crowd. So what makes you stand out? Have you thought about that? Me personally, I'm not someone who likes to fit in their crowd, fit into the mass. I'm not someone who's trying to fit in. People try to put me in boxes, I'm trying to step out of that box. I'm designing my own life and my own style, and I love it like that. So why don't you try this for yourself? Because even when it comes, for example, I talked to you about fashion, right? About hair. Well, think also about scent, right? When you see the girlies posting about all those viral Arab perfume that you see on TikTok and all that stuff, it's great, right? It makes you discover something new. However, when you start just buying and getting the same exact perfume that all your favorite creators has, we all start smelling the same way. So why don't you try to do some combination? Try a perfume oil that smells a little bit different. Trying another perfume and combining with something else that you already had at home. Try a different combination, and when you go to perfume store, for example, don't be afraid to try out other perfumes that you have not seen go viral. You might find your hit, you might find actually something that is even better than what you have seen online. So this is why I'm saying that sometimes oversharing or sharing all the time, when it comes to your signature style, it kills the curiosity and everyone start looking, sounding, walking the same, smelling the same, and it becomes very boring. What's the point? Don't you want to have something that is just for you? Why does we feel that we always need to overshare everything? So that's a bit connected with what I talked about in the previous episode about privacy. But technically, that's what I want to say. There's beauty in that. Okay, so don't be afraid to experiment new things. And if people come to you because they love how you dress, they love how you smell, they love how you do your makeup, it's not a problem for you to share tips to the girlies for them to improve whatever issues they have going on. Okay, whether it's their skin, hair, nails, whatever. Like I said, these are for the greater good. This is good. However, when it comes to your signature touch, you don't need to share that. You can keep it to yourself, and please do not feel guilty to do so. Do not feel guilty, because that's what makes you stand out, girl. How you gonna stand out if everyone start looking exactly like you? Start talking like you, start walking exactly like you do. There's mystery and beauty in being you. So when you tend to share everything, everyone start looking like you. Is that really what you want? Sometimes women want everyone to copy them, to be exactly like them. Personally, I don't. I feel like if I need to share certain things, it's for the greater good. I know that it's gonna be for a greater purpose. For example, if I get complimented on my nails, people asking me how to take care of it, I will tell you exactly what I do to maintain my nails. I'm not going to gatekeep that. But if, for example, someone's asking me something very specific that is my signature, I'm not necessarily going to share. You get what I mean? Or if you have a signature perfume, and let's say, for example, my signature perfume is composed of a perfume oil and 2 Arab perfume, I'm not gonna tell you all of them put together, because anyways, this is my scent, this is my signature scent, and you also need to find out your own, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong, and please, girl, don't feel ashamed for keeping certain things to yourself. It's for the greater good. You don't have to overshare everything. There's a difference when you have good knowledge and it can really help a sister out. For example, you know how to grow your money on the stock market. Why don't you share it? Why would you keep that to yourself? This is different. This is very selfish if you decide to keep all that knowledge to yourself instead of sharing to other ladies out there who could literally benefit from your knowledge. And financial literacy has nothing to do with your signature. You get what I mean? Signature is more something that is tied up to everything that is artistic, everything that has to do with fashion, with scent, with your hair, for example. That's more what I mean. But if it has to do with educational, career, finances, relationship, why would you keep that? Why would you keep that? Especially the world needs your knowledge, sis. You have no idea how much you could help somebody else with the knowledge that you have. Some of you think that I don't have much to share. I don't have that many things to say. Are you sure? That's what I thought, and yet I'm still talking to you, and some of you probably already know certain things that I'm currently sharing with you, but some of you probably didn't even think about any of those things. And as you're going to see me keep going with the show, you're going to see, you're going to learn things. We learn from each other. We don't just learn from sitting on a bench at school. We don't just learn at school. We also learn outside from our peers, from our colleagues, from strangers on the street, from people we're meeting outside while we're doing our grocery shoppings. We learn from each other. So, the conclusion of this short episode is there's nothing wrong with sharing, and there's nothing wrong with gatekeeping. Everything has to do with the context. It depends on what, but neither one is actually bad. And you gatekeeping things that has to do with your signature, you should not be shamed for doing that. It's totally okay. And I'm not sugarcoating anything. I'm just literally telling you what's on my mind. You don't have to agree with any of it. That's fine. I don't need everybody to agree with what I'm saying. I really want to step into being very truthful to myself and just being who I am and share out my thoughts. And I think that this could be beneficial for a lot of you and remove certain pressure about feeling like you have to share every single little thing to the world. You don't, but don't forget, when it comes to helping someone reaching a level of success, educational wise, financially wise, share it. Because people really need these type of advice. Relationship, share it. Don't gatekeep that, because you know exactly why I'm saying that. This has nothing to do with your signature and everything to do with the greater good. And always remember, you don't know who you can help out there. You have no idea who is the other person on the other side of the camera, or the person that you're currently talking to, how it can transform their life, how it can be a game changer, how a simple advice can completely blow their mind. So I'm just saying, be mindful of that. Be very mindful. And I think that was pretty much all I wanted to say for this episode, to be honest. I hope that you got my point and that you didn't misunderstood what I'm trying to say. Don't forget also that when it comes to sharing anything that has to do with financial literacy, educational, career, etc., sometimes you have knowledge and it's not just about you. It's not just about you. Any dream that you got, any goals that you have no idea, but it's also going to bless other people along the way. And there's no fun in you being at the top and seeing everyone struggling at the bottom. There's no fun in that. Okay, so this is why I'm trying to give you some example for you to really understand my point, that I'm not against sharing, but I'm not against gatekeeping either. So share with me your thought on it. What do you think of sharing versus gatekeeping? Do you think it's bad to gatekeep? Is it better to share all the time? Do you always think that sharing is caring? Like, I'm actually really wondering what you think about that. And yeah, so stay tuned for a future episode. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. And remember, you got this. Bye. Like anything in life, everything comes to an end. Yeah, girl, this concludes today's episode. Again, thank you so much for listening. And remember, you got this. See you on the next one. Bye.